Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Manchester Town Council meeting for October. I'm going to call this meeting to order. Let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. We'll go ahead and start tonight. We're going to do start with the approval of the September 20th, 2023 minutes.
I'll make a motion we approve the September 12th, 2023 minutes.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That passes. We're also going to ask for the receipt of the August 2023 Treasurer's Report.
I'll make a motion that we receive the August 2023 Treasurer's Report.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that passes as well. One more, we're going to ask for September 2023 check register.
Make a motion for to have the September check register for 2023.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that passes. All right, I'm going to start with a few things on the mayor's report. I have a fairly lengthy one, but the first thing we're going to do, Vicki Crothamel is here to get sworn in for the Manchester Parks Foundation board member, so we're going to do that first so she can go pick up her kids if she needs to. So let's do that. Vicki, if you'd step up here, please. Okay. I'm going to read it. You can say your name and then the rest, and then at the end. Okay? Yeah, I won't make you repeat the whole thing. I, Vicki Crothamel, do confirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and you'll be faithful and will bear true allegiance to the state of Maryland and will support the Constitution and laws thereof, and that you will, to the best of your skill and judgment, diligently and faithfully, without partiality or prejudice, execute the office of Manchester Parks Foundation board member according to the Constitution of the state. Perfect. Congratulations. Thank you. If you would take this, actually, if you would like to sign this for me and date it, and then I'll have everybody sign it afterwards. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. So let's start off with happy birthday to Councilman Cuneo on his birthday. So we appreciate that. I'm sure you have some things that you would like to do, but afterwards you can go and watch the Orioles game.
I can do that.
I'll make sure. I'm going to do my best to make sure you're home in time for it.
I appreciate that.
Couple quick things. We had the Manchester Fall Fest this weekend for Saturday and Sunday. It was a really nice event. I was able to go on Sunday. I got to see a lot of people that live in Manchester, so I'm out in Manchester, and that was great too. And a lot of children seemed like they really enjoyed themselves. So I'm glad that everybody that came out was able to come out and have a good time. Yard waste pickup every Wednesday through December 13th. Yard waste will be picked up. It consists of grass clippings, leaves, small branches not in excess of 3 feet and or 4 inches in diameter. Branches must be bundled in armful loads. Yard waste should not be mixed with mulch, dirt, or any residential refuse, including pet waste. Residents should place lawn waste curbside on Tuesday evening for Wednesday morning pickup. All yard waste must be placed in large craft paper bags or in a container to be dumped. No plastic bags, please. Water bills were mailed out October 1st and are due October 30th. Please remember it's the 30th, not the 31st, because everybody thinks it's the end of the month, so we don't fall into that. Bulk trash pickup is October 18th, but you have to first call Hughes Trash Removal, and then they will set it up, let you know it's okay, and they'll pick it up. Brush pickup is October 26th. Remember that your pile can't exceed 4 feet in height, 4 feet in width, and 8 feet in length. Each property will receive 1 pickup. Haunted Trails, October 27th and 28th at Charlotte's Quest Nature Center will hold its annual Haunted Trails beginning at 7 p.m. at 3400 Wilhelm Lane at the Nature Center. Leaf pickup every Monday beginning October 30th through December 4th. Residents need to be aware that if the weather is bad, it may take Public Works longer to get out to the streets, so please be patient and try to keep everything as tidy as you can. Halloween, October 31st, trick-or-treating will now be from 6 to 8 p.m. for children 12 years old or younger in costume to those houses with lights on. The time has changed. It was 6:30 to 8:30. We've made it a little bit earlier from 6 to 8 since it's for the younger children. So only please go to houses with lights on. Daylight saving time ends, so we will fall back November 5th. And it will be getting dark nice and early, so please be careful for anybody who's out there walking, running, that type of thing. The office will be closed November 10th. My goodness, for President's Day. Veterans Day. For the life of me, I'm sitting here thinking, I cannot think of this.
And my anniversary.
Veterans Day and your anniversary.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that. November 10th, Veterans Day, everyone will have the day off and hopefully represent something for Veterans Day. I think that's all I have. If anybody has any other questions for me, let me know, but that's all I have right now. And we'll go to the town administrator report, please.
Good evening, Madam Mayor and Council. I have several items on the agenda for tonight. Pine Valley Park is now fully open for all to use. The maintenance staff did a great job in getting all of the tree issues and debris taken care of. However, we still will be from time to time going in to get out some of the down trees to reduce fire load as we get into next spring. Attached in your packet is the Department of Public Works report for your review. Within that is a request for approval of inspection service for the painting of the York Street Tower. The cost is $21,300. The proposal is in your packet for your review. I asked that for approval, and it will be funded out of the ARPA money that we're using to paint the tower completely.
So we need to make a motion for approval that we use the ARPA money for the tower.
I'll make a motion that we, first of all, accept the proposal from Tank Inspection Services in the amount of $21,300 and that we use the ARPA money to fund it.
Thank you.
I'll second that motion.
Anybody have any questions on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Great, thank you all. Also in there, you'll note the water and sewer report for your review. Just as a note, we treated more water than we did, than we pumped. That is simply due to the volume of rain that we've had and some I&I infiltration, but we're still good to go. As another note, there was an excellent article in the October Mason-Dixon Surveyor about the return of the lighted Christmas tree to the Baptist Street Water Tower. That is going well, and I look forward to that lighting next month sometime. The 09 Impala will be going out for sale next week to the public. We're just going to do a once look over of it, and then we have a minimum price set, and that will go out for public sale. The town is reapplying for a grant to cover another batch of 100 recycling bins. We're waiting on clarification on a letter of good standing for the town for the grant application group, and we haven't received a reply yet. So as soon as I get that, it's all ready to go, and we will apply, and hopefully in the spring we'll have the money for another 100 recycle bins. So a quick note on PFAS. We've completed all well testing for calendar year 23. And in that, we are going to have to start the remediation process starting in January of next year. Out of the testing, the Park Ridge A and B wells, which are on Washington Way, the Manchester Farms wells B and D, which are on Footbridge Court, are under the limits to be established starting January in 24, will have to be remediated. We do have, we're waiting on proposals from 2 different firms to develop a preliminary engineering report and how we're going to treat those wells to keep those wells within our system. The Patricia Court well has a very low yield of water that we take each day, therefore we have taken it offline at this point. So we have started early on the remediation, but more to come. In your packet, you'll notice there's 2 fact sheets, as well as I put one out for the public, just for you to read to bring you up to speed on how we have to look at the PFAS chemical, what it is, what it does, where it is, and then in the second sheet, I believe, are some limits and some calculations if you want, if you're so interested. So this is what we're dealing with. So also starting in January of '24, we'll be required to test for PFAS every 6 months and have that reported to MDE. Are there any questions? It's a lot to read, so I know there's probably not going to be any questions. But so far, we're in really good shape compared to other municipalities. So we really only have 4 wells that we're going to have to treat, and those wells themselves have one of the chemicals that have even consideration over what the proposed limit is. So we're actually, like I said, we're in good shape, and I'm hoping the remediation won't be a huge cost when we go to fund with MDE to pay for the capital expenditure for remediation. With that being said, the last thing on my agenda, you have in front of you the FY23 encumbrance list. This is a list of different accounts that we're holding. We are asking that the council enable us to move this from the FY23 budget to the FY24 budget. As you can see, some of those things are things that we haven't had done yet and that we've funded, but we need them moved over into the budget. In the general fund, the big thing you'll notice is the road salt and the snow overtime. We got lucky last year, so we're moving that over to cover any overages in the coming year. And I believe the rest is self-explanatory.
Okay, anybody have any questions on this? Would somebody like to make a motion to encumber the 2023 over to 2024?
I'll make a motion. We encumber the fiscal year 2023 items listed into the 2024 budget.
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion passes.
Thank you. And finally, you'll see in your packet the code violation report for the month, and there was no September planning and zoning meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chief, police report?
Yes, ma'am. So for the month of September 2023, we had a decrease in calls. We responded to 157, 15 of which were outside. We had 0 crime to report. Knock on wood, that's the second month in a row here. For the year, we've had 7 Part 1 crimes. We've only criminally charged 36 people. Overdose fatalities are down by 17%. And the year total for the countywide overdoses is only +1 in comparison to last year. Manchester's at 7, Hampstead's at 26, Sykesville's at 3, Tawnytown is at 13, Mount Airy 6, Westminster 74, New Windsor 4, and Union Bridge 1. We had 250 citations and warnings issued, and I got to tell you, we've been noticing that people are driving a little bit slower, especially in the neighborhoods. They've been hitting the stop signs and actually stopping. So I thank them for that. It's really appreciated because like the mayor said, it's getting dark. It's perfect weather for running and walking and biking, and they just need to pay attention to that. Kids are out there, adults are out there. So we really appreciate people slowing down. That's about it. It's a short report.
Okay, thank you. Do we have any questions? Well, we don't have any questions or comments from the community. Anybody signed in? Do you have any questions? Okay. Councilman Nazarod?
Communication, just continue to communicate any events like the Charlotte's Quest. Please share on your Facebook page and the neighborhood pages. I think that helped the turnout and the nice weather on Sunday. I did notice that it was nice they pushed through on Saturday and it got nicer and people showed up, and that's great for the town to have around. And just in general, communication's kind of general for everything. If you're parking in neighborhoods, communicate with your neighbors that you might have something going on. It's not a permanent parking spot. That's what I've been noticing. If you can communicate that to your neighbors, that alleviates a lot of resources, in my opinion. So communication's kind of a wide span. Intergovernmental relations, we encourage any government members to attend any events in Manchester and continue to be visible within our town. So, and as the session opens up in January, we'll be reaching out to those members as well for our needs when we can, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Thank you.
Councilwoman Howe is not here this evening. Jen?
All right, we have a pretty,
Councilwoman Miller.
we have a pretty good lead on a youth rep, which we're excited, hopefully, she decides to stay on, try it out, and stay on board and join us for the rest of the year. Because it's been quite a while since we've had one, so we're looking forward to hopefully having her join us next month.
Yeah, I missed the updates. I missed like when they were here and they would tell us about the games and what was going on, so that'll be fun. I'll be happy to get the updates again. I don't get them since my kids are out of school as much, so. Okay, is that it?
Yes, that's it.
Councilman Pacelli?
The next North Carroll Business Alliance meeting will be October 19th, 11:30 to 1:30.
Thank you. Councilman Cuneo?
There was no plan and zoning meeting in September. There is one next week that I'll be attending along with a work session afterwards, so.
Great. Anybody have anything else? Okay. The next town council meeting will be Tuesday, November 14th at 7:30. Looking forward to see everybody with their trick or treating on October 31st. And make a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Good night, everyone.